Good morning. It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network, and we have live chat. Yay! It's been a couple of weeks, what with Easter and cancellations. I don't know, when was the last session? Oh, a couple of weeks ago anyway. That's as far as I'm willing to go. So you should be able to see my screen, which is pointing to the forum. Don't try and click. It's my screen, not yours. And you should be able to hear my voice, my dulcet tones over the airwaves, down the wires into your headset. I hope you're wearing a headset. And if you can hear me, if you type 111 as soon as you can hear me. Thank you, April. Yay. Hi, Shiny. Hi, Shiny. Nice to see you. So today we're going to have a quick look at the previous topics. Now, when I say topics, I mean, of course, the vocabulary challenge. So, hello, Surab. Nice to see you. Okay, so I hope everybody knows what I mean when I say vocabulary challenge. But before we go there, let's have a quick look at live chat. Live chat is the chat page for people who don't want to join forums. Sounds strange, but not everybody wants to join a forum, and so we have live chat, which you'll find on the website. Okay, and I like to just do a rundown of what's happened on live chat, and it's been quite busy. So you'll often find Zom and Preston and a couple of new people, Muna, who's also on the forum, so you can say hello in both places, me, of course, and other people who just pop in. Okay, so it's different to the forum. People don't need an account as such. It's based on Discuss. So if you have a Discuss account or you just log in using your Google, whatever, you can just get straight on and start chatting. It's very informal. Okay, so I prefer people to ask for help in their English on the lessons or the forum, to be honest. This live chat is meant to be just that, chit chat. Just maybe I should change it to chit chat page, but then people wouldn't know what I meant. So Muna, hello Muna, nice to see you. And she wrote here, hi friends, I just start learning English after a big interrupt. Okay, so I've just started learning English after a big break, or a long break actually. And then you put a full stop. Don't forget to put a space. With your help, small h, I feel better. Yay! No space before the full stop. Okay, that needs to go. I enjoy so much learning English. That sounds very German. I enjoy learning English very much. Full stop. That's a statement. Now I participate. You can say that, but it'd be better to say now I am participating on the forum and in Skype with a capital S sessions. You are the best. We are, aren't we? Simply the best. Okay, so lots of hellos and highs. Jitendra said, hello, Every. I think that's everyone. Everyone. I, capital I. Remember, it's always capitalized. Check out the video on Absolute Beginners. I went into why it's, well, not why it's capitalized, just the fact it is. I just joined the forum and I, capitalized, am start loving it. I'm starting to love it. Okay, full stop. I, capital, think it's think it is don't forget your articles, a very good platform for English, capital E, learners, plural, okay? If you want to make it a singular, it'd have to be for an English learner. But here you could say for English learners. And special thanks to Lynn to provide such platform for learners. Special thanks to Lynn, thank you, for providing such a platform for learners. Not Lena. You've put Lena there. I wish I was Lena. Okay, then we got some more chit chat and about the weather. Don't forget, there's a whole weather section on the forum if you want feedback about what you've written. Um, and people asking, what do you want to talk about? Um, what did you want to be as a child? Which is a great topic. And if you're interested, I actually wanted to be a farmer. It took me a while to realize you actually need a farm. I was very naive as a child. I thought, yeah, I want to be a farmer. I had a garden. Okay, so Mahmoud, hello. Just minutes I have joined here, try to learn. Okay. What you could say here is capital I, joined here a few minutes ago. I am trying to learn English. Okay, so I'll just say welcome here and we'll get on with the topic of today. Okay. I am the only one who's facing, am I the only one who is facing connection issues? Surab, it depends what you expect. Can you hear me? Hello, Eleanor. Nice to see you. Oh, it's a good afternoon for. Oh, sorry, Saurabh. I said good morning. Good afternoon, Saurabh. In the forum is not live. You could say in the forum, is it not live? If you wanted to sound a bit Shakespearean, but is the forum not live? Well, yes, it is, April, but I don't know. Have you tried to have a conversation in real time on the forum? There's a bit of a delay. And also the forum doesn't allow you to enter messages too quickly. The forum is not a chat room. This is more like a chat room. Live chat is more like a chat room. Even then, yes, you have to refresh messages, etc. We tried a chat room on Youku, if you remember, but it was a bit of a catastrophe because once you have a live chat room, really you need to have a moderator on there all the time because people behave when there's a moderator there, and when there isn't a moderator there, people can go in and cause upset, chaos, and be mean. So yeah, we gave up on chat rooms, although you can chat with our bot at any time. You can go and speak to Al, who changed his name from Alice because Alice got too many naughty comments, but Al can take it. And if he doesn't like what you're saying, he'll just scratch you. Okay, April? It's good now. Okay, good. Now, don't forget, now it's good. IT apostrophe S. April, are they nicer now? That's a difficult one. I wouldn't say nicer, but the comments are cleaner. People are naughty on the internet. You know, they hide behind their monitors and do and say things they would never do and say, well, I hope they would never do and say in front of you or to your face, because they'd get hit. Coward's paradise, the internet, but there you go. So yes, generally the comments have cleaned up somewhat. Luckily, they're not open to everybody. I get to see them. I don't care. So... Whereas in chat rooms, everybody sees the nasty comments and some people might be upset by them. Okay? Because it's a cat, April. It's a cat. I mean, you can't proposition a cat. Or you shouldn't. It's actually against the law in many countries. So I'm leaving that there. Okay, that's a discussion for TGIF on Friday. Okay, so the challenge, the vocabulary challenge. To take part, you go to the forum, and then you go to groups. Now, maybe you've not seen groups, but it's up here, groups. And you'll find several groups. That's the Skypers group for people who take part in Skype sessions, Virtual Worlders group for people who are interested in virtual worlds and take part in the Kitely sessions, Polyglots for people who speak more than their native language and English, so 3, 4, 5 languages. Absolute beginners for people who find this too quick I speak very slowly and clearly in absolute beginners. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, join this group. English radio for people who take part in the English radio sessions, challenges, music, etc. Aladdin sessions too, you'll find under English radio, and the news roundup. News roundup is great fun. You get to record your voice reading the news from the English magazine, okay? And also we now have the music roundup from Rupsal. Hi, Rupsal. Brilliant job. Very, very good. And you can read about and listen to him telling you about the latest music news, okay? And then here we are. Join us for webinars. Now, in here, we have the vocabulary challenges, okay? No need for any stars to join these groups, okay? But of course, it's best if you take part in the Google community, okay? You don't need to join the Google community anymore because this isn't run on Hangouts any longer. Maybe I should change that. What do you think, April? English radio is not available for India. I don't, sorry. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat here. I don't know. But yes, English radio is geo-blocked whenever there's some kind of dispute on the music played. You can only try. Some people use a get-through when a place is geo-blocked, but that doesn't always work either. So I'm sorry if you can't listen. It would be great. We need listeners to continue. But tomorrow, on English radio, 3 times, there will be a special playlist. At the beginning, there's a 15-minute talk about body modification. Interesting topic. And then after that, there's a whole the rest of the hour is filled up with music about the body. Okay. And you've got head and heart and hands and all sorts. So tune in tomorrow if you can. If you can't, ask Aladdin. Aladdin's very good at figuring out how to get you into English radio. Okay? Okay, and then the webinars, which is the group you can join for these sessions. Okay? And the group you can take the challenge in. So let's go to the webinars group and you'll see vocabulary challenge under announcements. That's the current challenge. Tomorrow this will change to number 60 and the challenge will start again. Different challenge each week. So far we've had 59 challenges. Don't worry if you've missed them all. Occasionally we do a roundup, 4 or 5 of previous challenges, and you can just look at the picture or follow the instructions and see what the answers were for each challenge in this group. Okay, so we'll quickly go to vocabulary challenge 58. Okay, as you can see, 56, 57 are closed for new comments. You can still look. 58 is open but not announced. So that means it's either last week's or the week before's. And 58 caused a little bit of a problem for everybody. I think we addressed many of your questions about what's a canyon, what's a valley, what's a gorge, what's the difference between a gorge and a canyon last week, okay? And this in Kitely. Now, the reason we're doing this one in Kitely, it's very visual, okay? You need to get an idea of the scale. And in Kitely, we go into the sort of mountainous sim that we have, and we've got a lot of these pieces of vocabulary that you can actually see and walk up and walk down and look at and look up to, etc. Doesn't come across as well in a flat picture, okay? It was a very interesting topic. Now, if you missed last week's session, you can catch up with it on YouTube, okay? The login credentials, Surab, as long as you have a forum account, yeah, you log into the forum. If you don't have a forum account, you'll get register button, but you log in, go to groups, go to join us, find the vocabulary challenge, and then follow from the first post. You might have to scroll up, follow the instructions. Okay. Here's the link. There'll always be the link there. And there's the password, which gives you guest access. Okay. So if we were to go today, okay, you go in, you find vocabulary, and there's the vocabulary challenge. Then you need to enter the password, which was Moodler 59. Submit, and you get into the challenge. Okay, and you'll find them all there, but you will see that it's past the date now, and tomorrow's isn't there yet. But from tomorrow, there'll be Vocabulary Challenge 60 with different dates, and you'll be able to click on the link. Okay, and as you can see, it's only open during the times in the events section of the Join Us group. Okay, so let's go back out. Okay, and that's from 11 a.m. Tuesday, my time, to Thursday, 11 p.m. There's lots of time, okay? The reason it's limited is just so that I can control it, so that I can give you the feedback you need in time before today's session, okay? So that's Vocabulary Challenge 59. This week was all about holidays. The perfect holiday, indeed, April. And wonderful holiday from Muna. Yeah, a wonderful holiday. That should be Muna. A wonderful holiday. The perfect holiday, April. Okay. And now, when you take the challenge, you do not have to write your answers. Okay. You can just, like Monique does, you can just look at it, do it yourself on a piece of paper. If you don't want to share your answers, you don't have to. But of course, if you do share your answers, it's much more interesting for me. I get a better idea if you need any help. Okay, so April, would you like to come and join the chat? Because you took part in the chat. Oh, that's the other thing. Taking part in the challenge gets you a key into the voice chat. Are you able to join us today, April? Excellent. Okay, April. 1-0 for you. Oh no. Okay, so those of you who haven't been in a session with me before, there are a few things I'll tell you about whilst April is joining me. Okay. Oop. Ah, there it is. Okay, so if you want to join the call, you have to be on a laptop or PC with a good internet connection and Chrome browser. Now, the reason that I say Chrome browser is last week, Traum from the forum, Hermina, managed to get into the session for the first time, and she confessed to me she hadn't been using Chrome. She had resisted using Chrome as the browser, and she'd been trying to get into the call for weeks. So Chrome is key, I think. You click on Request to Speak, the little button above the chat window, okay? When you click on Request to Speak, I see a little hand raised. It's a bit like being in a classroom, I know, sorry about that. But I see a little hand next to your name. And if you're accepted by the session organizer, that's me or Aladdin or April or whoever's organizing it, you become a presenter. You're invited to become a presenter, yeah? I'll put that there, to become a presenter, because you don't have to say yes, okay? You can say, oh no, I've changed my mind, if you're feeling shy. Now, if it's your first time in a webinar session, when you're accepted by the session organizer, you need to download the app. It's offered to you automatically, You can't go somewhere and get it. It's offered to you when you're accepted into the call. You only need to download it once, as long as you don't clear your cookies. So make sure your computer is set up to accept cookies. You only need the app to speak. You don't need it to listen or text chat. As you can see, you're already text chatting and listening clearly. You don't need the app. You just need it to come and join the call. Okay. If it doesn't download, there's a place you can go to webinarjam.com. Once you've got it, you go through a series of tests. The video part we don't bother with. We screen share or chat. We don't use our webcams, but you do need to speak into the mic at each opportunity, and you should hear an echo of your voice. I just say yes. I hear the echo, click yes. And it means your mic is working. It means when you join the call, your mic will be working. You have to do this 3 times, I'm afraid, and that's for the different broadcasting rates. Depends how many people are in the room as to which broadcasting rate the session chooses. Okay, the more people that are in, the different bandwidth it uses. As I said, computer, laptop, won't work on tablet, won't work on your phone. You can log in on your tablet and phone and listen and text chat, but the presentation part will not work on phones or laptops yet, maybe in the future. Okay, a couple of things. Close down other applications. So if you have Dropbox downloading the whole time, or if you have Netflix on, you probably will suffer a bad connection. Okay. When you join, your camera and mic will be switched off. You have to switch them on. I can't switch them on for you. And that's just a little button at the top. Don't need to turn your camera on. Save your bandwidth. Just your microphone. And what I'll say is I'll normally say something like, hello, April, can I hear you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Excellent. I can hear you too. Which is proof of concept, as we say. It works. So April, in the challenge, was it an easier one than the one before, the week before?
It is easier, yes, because yeah, some I have seen now your answers and my answers a little bit deviated, a little bit deviated from your answer. Because I don't know which one is the number. Which one?
Yeah, that's always a problem. I can't share the photograph. I can't share the pictures we use in the challenge here because they are teaching material. Okay, so I'm allowed to use them in lessons, but because we broadcast this afterwards, I don't feel comfortable sharing because that's like republishing them, if you like. And I don't have I have a teaching license for them, but I don't have a publishing license for them. So I don't mind putting them in the challenge. Another reason why it's limited in time. Eleanor, you can't find the challenge. Okay. Are you in the group? Remember, forum, groups, and join us for webinars. Okay, you might have to ask are you a member of the group? Yeah, and then it's there, it's at the top. Can you not see it? Vocabulary Challenge 59 here. Click on it and it should open up. There are the answers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, actually, what I'll do is I'll just my answers in a separate window so that we can put a side by side with April's answers and discuss them. Okay, so April, I know what you mean about the numbers, but remember, there's not always one answer. When you're looking around you at the world, quite often things have more than one answer. Just say what you think it is, what you think the number is pointing at, okay?
Yeah, that is true. Because in the beginning, in the first vocabulary challenges, I think, oh, I have to do it correctly. But now, okay,
No.
I think that. But I have to laugh today, this morning, when I see the answer for number 14 and 15. Because what did I say? Oh, yeah, I said but.
Yes.
And I,
I have to say it. We'll come to number 15. I have got a bit of an issue with that one.
but it
Okay,
is
but
in
well
the
done
my
for getting the
dictionary.
type of, no, but well done for getting the type of ship right. I mean, Muna said boat. Yeah, okay, boat, but I tell you, the captain of the ship would not want his ship to be called a boat. There's a difference between ship and boat, okay? And it's the size. And you know that the captain of the ship would be very proud of his ship, and boats tend to be smaller and maybe for a particular purpose, like a fishing boat. Its size. Now, if you look at the sort of navy, a boat is generally small enough to be carried on a bigger boat. So, and a boat big enough to carry a smaller boat is really a ship. Now, that's a strange definition, but size matters when it comes to boats and ships. I think that's what you can take from that. Okay. And of course, it's a cruise. What kind of? That's one of my favorite questions to English learners. What kind of ship? And a cruise ship. So, have you ever been on a cruise, April? Has anybody here been on a cruise?
Can you call it also a cruise ship if I go from the Netherlands to Sweden? Uh,
No, not really.
that is, no, that is only one night. And from Netherlands to Scotland, that I was also on the ship, but it's not a cruise ship, I think. Eh?
No, it sounds
Passenger
more like
ship.
a ferry, maybe.
It's
Um,
quite quickly.
Ferry boat. Yeah. Was there a? I mean, it's difficult. What to me, what distinguishes a cruise ship from a ferry is the fact it goes to different places. Okay. To me, a cruise means you're not just going from one place to another. That's transport. It means you're going from one port to another port to another port and sightseeing along the way. Okay.
But it hasn't to be a big ship then. For example, Nile cruise ship. It is not such a big one as the one which is sails on the sea. Eh? Nile's cruise ship, that is also a cruise ship, no? Because it goes from one place to the other place on the Nile or in the Nile, on the Nile,
Along the Nile.
along the Nile. But it
Yeah.
is not such a big one, but it is a cruise ship, no?
Yeah, because you can cruise rivers as well. That's a river cruiser, though. It's a river cruiser.
Ah, yes, river cruise.
Okay. So this idea of cruising now, don't think of ferries as only being ones that you can drive on and drive off. It's also the idea of a ferry is you can have a passenger ferry, a boat ferry, ferry across the Mersey, famous song, ferry across the Mersey. It is the destination. Okay, a ferry, it's all about the destination. They might have restaurants, but it's not about luxury. It's not about comfort. Yeah. Whereas a cruise is about enjoying the voyage. Okay. It's about fine dining. It's about entertainment. Okay.
Okay.
What about Elena and Sarab and Shiny? Have you ever been on a cruise, guys? Don't forget you can chat. You can answer questions in chat. I mean, I've never been on a cruise, not even a river cruise. I've been on boat trips and I've been on ferries, lots of ferries. I mean, come on. I live in Germany and I'm British. I have to go on a ferry quite regularly to get back to the UK. Quite often, though, we take the tunnel nowadays, the Channel Tunnel, that goes under the sea. And that goes on a train, believe it or not. But no, quite often we go on ferries too. You've been on a small river cruise. Hey, that's good for sightseeing. So maybe a river trip. If it was it overnight, Surab? Did you spend the night on the boat? If you spent the night on the boat, I'll say it's a cruise. If you didn't, I'd say it's a river trip. And I've been on many river trips in Brussels, in anywhere there's a river and they run river boat trips. I go on boat trips. I like them. It's a lovely way of seeing an area. You get a different view. The Brussels one is great. It goes all around the EU Parliament buildings, and it's quite interesting. What about a canal cruise? Yeah, but that's not a ship. That's a canal boat. Okay, size. Even though some of the canal boats are huge, we wouldn't call them cruises. Not a cruise then. Okay, so a river trip. Yeah, a river trip. Good. A canal cruise, you wouldn't really have a canal cruise. Generally, you can have a boating holiday on a canal. You can go on a boat trip on a canal, a bit like rivers. But canals tend to be narrow, and so they don't really take the kind of boats or ships that you could call a cruise ship. Now, there is, of course, the Panama Canal. I'm sure lots of cruise ships use the Panama Canal. And the Corinth Canal as well. But if you're talking about canals in the UK, I think I've got an article, if you're interested, about going on canal trips in the UK. Let's just see if I can find it very quickly. Oh no, it wouldn't be there. It'd be on the magazine. Just do a quick search on the magazine. Okay. Slow boat through Wales. There it is. That's the sort of canal you're talking about when you talk about the UK and canals, okay? And you can see it's canal boats. Okay? I'll give you the link. Okay, so cruise ship, well done. You got that. And Tamuna boat, no, because it's too big. When you look at the picture, it's too big. Beach, yeah, but a secluded beach. Yeah, a white sand beach. A private beach, maybe. Yeah, because it was very, I mean, there's a beach and there's a beach. Not all beaches are created equal. But yes, it was a beach. Don't forget your article. Yeah, a cruise ship, a beach, the sea. Now, the sea, yes, but you could have also said turquoise waters, or the ocean. I don't know whether it's an ocean or a sea, but it could have been the ocean too. Okay, and if you looked at the colour of the sea there, I mean, the sea in the UK, yeah, the North Sea. Have you ever seen the North Sea? That's the North Sea. Not exactly the same colour as the beautiful sea in the picture. There's the North Sea. That's how I think of the sea. So when you get something in the picture that's distinctive colour, you could try and guess the colour and add it as an adjective. So a beautiful turquoise sea. Then we had swimming pool, yes, but it was more than a swimming pool. It was an infinity pool. Now, if you don't know what an infinity pool is, it's a pool where you look, a very, very posh pool, where when you look, it's like it goes on forever. Okay? They don't have, it's not like going down to your local pool. What you do is you get the view. This is an infinity pool here, Wow, look at it. It's like you go in and then you could swim out to the mountains. So swimming pool is correct. Infinity pool's better. Saltwater pool, maybe. Yeah. Try and think what kind of always. Yeah. So an infinity pool, a saltwater pool, cruise ship, secluded beach. Okay. Now, number 5, wave. Number 5, wave. Okay, you had swimming. Yeah. Swimming would have been correct. I wasn't sure about the wave here, but what did you mean? Wave as in the water or the action,
Yeah,
April?
no, the water, that white color on the water, I see that as waves.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, Eleanor, Pebbly Beach. Okay, thanks, Sarah. Bye. Thanks for coming. Don't forget you can catch the recording. Eleanor, a Pebbly Beach. Yes. A Pebbly Beach like in Brighton. They are very famous. There's lots of beaches in the UK that you think it's not a beach. There's no sand. It's just little stones everywhere. Brighton's got one of the most famous pebble beaches. So you wouldn't say pebbly, pebble, a pebble beach. Okay. But this one was a secluded beach, a private beach, a beautiful white sand. Yeah, so beautiful white sandy beach. Okay. Now, if you noticed in the picture, and I'm not going to repeat it, it's actually the swimmer was skinny dipping. Do you have any idea what that means when I say she was skinny dipping?
No.
Okay, she didn't have any bathing costume on. She wasn't wearing a
Really?
swimming costume.
Do then around her waist. Is that water?
That was water,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So she was skinny dipping. She wasn't just swimming. Swimming is swimming. Okay. And of course, she was swimming, but she was what we call skinny dipping. And if somebody asks you to go skinny dipping, beware. It means they mean you just take your clothes off and get in the water. Okay. So at least you know what you're getting yourself in for. If you say, "Oh yeah, skinny dipping, that's great, sounds fun," and if you don't want to take your clothes off and get in the water, just keep your underwear on. But that's what skinny dipping is. Number 6, swimmer. Yes, a swimmer. But we were looking at both the people there. As you said, it's difficult to tell both people. So I would have also accepted swimmer. That's fine. But newlyweds, lovers, or a couple. Okay. So a swimmer. But there were 2 people that the number 6 was meant to be pointing at. And they were newlyweds or lovers. They were on a romantic holiday. And you could have put a couple. Okay. Then we've got jacuzzi. Yes, hot tub as well. Jacuzzi is actually a little bit like Hoover. It's a brand name that's become synonymous with the product. But hot tub is the sort of non-generic name. Okay, hot tub, jacuzzi. Do you like
What?
jacuzzis?
Uh,
Selena naked, exactly.
what about bubble bath, Flip? Is it the
No,
same?
no, if you said to me, "Do you want to join me in a bubble bath?" I'd think you were really weird because when I go in a bubble bath, I take all my clothes off. When I go in a jacuzzi, I wear my swimming costume. I'm British. I don't do naked jacuzzis. Some people take all their clothes off, but I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm British. I keep my swimming costume on. But no, it's not a bubble bath because the bubbles, yes, there are bubbles in it, but they're created by the machine, the jacuzzi machine. Now, a bubble bath, the bubbles are created by the liquid, okay, the bubble bath liquid.
But I've been in a hotel and they have that kind of, I call it jacuzzi in the bathroom. But isn't it a jacuzzi?
Well, it depends. What shape was it?
Uh, about 1 meter and a half.
Was it long or round or?
In the corner, a corner size.
Okay. You can get baths that act like jacuzzis, but we tend to call them whirlpool baths.
Yeah, whirlpool.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll write it up here. Whirlpool, because there's a difference. You go into it to bathe, to get clean, okay, and relax. A jacuzzi and a hot tub, they tend to be bigger for more people. Okay, so if you go into a jacuzzi or a hot tub, quite often there are 4 seats so that people can sit around the edge. Whereas in a whirlpool bath, 1 person, maybe 2 if you want to be romantic, but you wouldn't really have a whirlpool bath party. Whereas you can have a hot tub party. Okay, everybody gets into the hot tub. Okay,
Okay. So in the swimming pool, that is a jacuzzi or hot tub. Oh,
yes,
and in the
that's a hot
bathroom,
tub. Yeah, you could see
whirlpool
it's
bath.
big, it's there. You could have 4 or 5 people in it. But if it was in your bathroom, I'd call it a whirlpool, and it's just for 2 people maximum, maybe, preferably 1, a whirlpool bath, because it does create that same bubbles kind of thing, but it's not quite the same function, form and function in English. Okay, so number 8 was the lounger, or as I called it, sun lounger, sunbed. Okay, lounger is okay. Sun lounger is more, what kind of lounger? Sun lounger. It goes outside then. Okay. Sunbed, that's just what we often call them, the sunbed. Oh, can you save me a sunbed by the pool? Okay, 9, side table. Yeah, it was actually pointing at the terrace, the decking. Okay. I think, let's have a look. Mina got wooden beach bed and book. So again, deciding what was there, what was the number pointing at. I'll accept both. There was no wrong or right answers there. Okay, hammock. Well done. Hammock. Beach chair. No. A hammock is different to a chair. The hammock hangs. Okay, it's a hanging item. Doesn't touch the ground itself. Okay, so it's a hammock. A beach chair to me would be more like the sort of picnic chair or one of those folding chairs. So if you're sort of not sure, just go to Google Images, Google beach chair, and there you have lots and lots of different beach chairs. You see, that's a lounger, that's a beach chair. Okay, those folding ones, they're really difficult to erect. These ones really are. So, so beach chair, IKEA. IKEA is a good place for furniture if you want to just check. Okay. So the picture, it was a hammock because, again, if you're not sure, go to Google. Let me just go to the Google page. There you are. Go to images and just put hammock. Okay, and there's a hammock. You can actually get hammock tents. I'm not sure how much I'd like that, but I feel frightened of falling out. Do you like going in a hammock, April? Do you like
No,
hammocks, Eleanor? April?
no.
Why not?
Uh, yeah, I don't like the thought of yeah. What is it? In the air, without anything under your back. It is what do you
I
say?
wouldn't say, yeah,
Flying, yeah,
I'd say,
not
yeah, well, it's not really, is it? Because it's supported. I'd say I don't like being off the ground
yeah, off the ground.
rather than in the air. You could say floating, but again, floating is more to do with being unsupported, and a hammock is supported. It's not, for me, that's not it. I love hammocks. I love the feeling of hammocks when I'm in them. I just hate getting in or out of them. It is so precarious, and I've got a bad back. It's a dangerous thing for me to
But
try and get
they
in and out of a hammock. You have to fall into them, and then you have to roll off them almost. And it doesn't look elegant either. Go on, April.
do you think that we can call it a hammock for the babies if the baby uh, we drag a baby with that kind of yeah, what is that? It is not a chair. Uh, in Asia, you have a lot of that with the kind of batik, batik, and
Hmm.
you put the baby in the batik or on the batik, and then you put the batik, you tie that around your neck, so the
Oh no,
baby
that's not a hammock. That's a sling. That's a baby sling.
sling.
I've got you now.
Okay.
Yeah, a baby sling. Yes. I mean, share it on the forum if you can find a picture. Share it on the forum, and I'll just check. But no, we'd call that a sling. No, a hammock is a hammock is a hammock. You can get hammocks that look like chairs, but they tend to be suspended from the ceiling. And you get hammocks. Normally, they go between trees or between two supports, and they're like a bed. And as you can see in the pictures, you can even get hammock tents. Can you imagine sleeping in that, April?
It is moving, Elena.
It would move, yes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
normally,
How
that's
can
the
you
kind
sleep?
of that's the kind of hammock I normally think of. Okay, but these do exist, and the chair ones exist as well. I'm not sure if they've got a chair. Oh yeah, look at that one. Now to me, that's not a hammock. To me, that's just a pod. I'd call that a pod personally. But there are
I
chair
like
hammocks.
that one. The chair where you can, which one?
This
What is
one,
that
yeah.
one? Uh,
I'd call it a
yeah,
pod.
yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. But in the Amazon, if you go to Brazil and you take a boat in the Amazon river, you have and you sleep. You have to sleep in the boat. You have to sleep in a hammock, and they
Oh
don't have
yes,
any. Yeah,
yeah. Because well, the benefit of that is, of course, the hammock moves with the boat, so it's actually more comfortable, and you're less likely to roll out of bed.
you think
But
so?
these are the hammock chairs I'm thinking of. We've got a pair of these, okay, and they just hang from the
Yeah, that
ceiling, and then
one.
you just think
That's
they're
one.
nice. They're
It,
nice. That looks nice, though. I like that one. Bet that's expensive, but that looks really comfy. It's like a bed.
the
So
other
lots of
one
different styles of hammock.
under that one, Lynn, under that one is also a good one. The Rotan one.
The rattan one.
A
The
Ratan. Yeah.
rattan, yeah, not rotten means past its sell by date, like a rotten apple. Rattan is the. Eleanor's not answering me if she's ever been in a hammock. She's keeping that secret. She's keeping that to herself. Okay, so the next one, number 11, was the mobile phone or cell phone. Now, you've put selfie. If you look at the picture again in the future, you'll see he's not taking a selfie. Okay. Cell phone, American English, mobile phone, British English. Okay. Add the, I'm telling you to add the articles. I should do that's the same. Okay. Selfie, he wasn't taking a selfie, he was trying to find a signal. Okay, one of the downsides of going on a nice romantic remote island, it might not have Wi-Fi or internet, or it might not have a signal, and that's what he was trying to do, April. He was holding his phone up going, I'm looking for it. Have you ever done that? Lost the signal or wanted to find something and you can't find a signal, and you hold it up and you walk around trying to desperately to find a signal.
No, because I've never used my mobile phone when I was in a remote place. I always in the city, so I always have a signal. No, never. But if you don't have in a city, if you don't have a signal, that mean that Yeah, there is no connection. I think no.
No, absolutely. If you're away from Wi-Fi hotspots, etc., we call them not spots. I don't know if you've heard of the term a not spot. Okay, um, so you have hotspots, and then you have not spots. A hotspot is where you can often find free Wi-Fi, open Wi-Fi. Be very careful before you use it. Some companies offer these hotspots. They have Wi-Fi and you can log in securely. But if it's a free open Wi-Fi like you get at Starbucks, I'd be very careful because it's free and open for everybody. If you just want to look at the weather or something like that, I don't think it's too dangerous. Just don't do your bank transactions whilst you're out and about. And a not spot is where there is no signal. Okay. It's a signal black hole, and we call it a not spot. I want to know if Eleanor liked being in the hammock. Eleanor, did you like being in the hammock, or are you like me, a bit wary of them? April doesn't like them at all. I like them. I like the feel of them. I just don't like getting in and out. Okay, so the mobile phone, cell phone. Now, number 12, yes, palm tree. That's fine. It was also the remote island, a desert, the whole place. Yeah, desert island. Remember, April? Yeah, very remote island. Not many people living there. Desert island. And Muna wrote trees. Yeah, what kind of trees, Muna? April wrote palm tree. Yeah, palm trees or a palm tree. Okay. Okay. Then number 13, you put indoor hall. It was actually the whole place, the whole building. And you'd call that, if you were looking at a brochure from some kind of magazine or from a travel agent, they'd probably describe it as a villa. And because it's right on the beach, right at the edge of the sea, they'd call it a beachfront villa. Okay. So that one was difficult.
You think that it is for one client only? It's not a resort.
Well, this we don't know. From the picture, it looked very exclusive. Remember when we were doing our session, I think last year or the year before, about this, and we talked about exclusive resorts. So yes, if we were able to see along the beach, maybe there were lots of beachfront villas, but they'd still use the name villa. Why use the name villa?
Because it's exclusive, lux.
Yes, luxury. Beachfront hut, beachfront shed, no. Ka-ching. You can add more money if you call it a villa, okay? What makes a villa? What makes something a villa?
Because you have everything. You can sleep. You can. I think a villa. If you can
Yeah,
sleep.
it's large. I mean, you can sleep in a house. You can sleep in a shed. I'm sure there are lots of people in the world to sleep in shanty. Shanty towns, you can sleep there. Now, what's basically distinguishes the villa is luxury and its own grounds.
In a holiday place, not
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you can buy villas as a home. Some people live in villas, they live in luxury, but it tends to have its own grounds. It tends to be arranged in a sort of courtyard effect, but it's large and luxurious. Okay. And what you can do is you can book villa holidays. Okay. But of course, if you're going to go on a villa holiday, and if Marco's watching this, he's probably thinking of Aston Villa now, but it's got nothing to do with villas. Aston Villa's got nothing to do with villas. But if you book a villa holiday, you're booking luxury and you're paying for it. Okay, so let me just...
A bungalow, Lynn.
A bungalow is just a house on one floor. Okay, villas don't necessarily... Okay, here's a villa. Okay, this is a luxury villa. So you can see it's not a bungalow because it's on more than one floor. It's on 3 floors, 3 levels, okay? But it's got the swimming pool, it's got the courtyard, and it's expensive and it's luxurious, okay? There you are. There's your view from your terrace. Okay?
Okay. So a bungalow is only on one floor.
Yes. Think of low. Bunga-low. It's low.
Ah, we call a bungalow is when that is a kind of a holidays house in the mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, I just call that retreat. Mountain retreat.
Ah, mountain retreat.
I mean, honestly, when you look at holiday brochures, they are very good at making places sound fantastic. Estate agents do. Remember when we did our estate agents sessions and you had to think up all the positive words to describe a place? That's what holiday travel agents do as well. You know, it's not a shepherd's hut in the mountains. It's a mountain retreat. Okay. So, Eleanor, well done. A house, usually in the countryside or near the sea, especially in Southern Europe, and often one that people can rent for a holiday. Perfect description. Well done. Hello, Reem. Hi. I'm sorry, we're just about to finish again. Remember, an hour earlier, 9 o'clock my time. Sorry, Reem. But you can catch up on the replay or you can catch up on YouTube, okay, and see what we've discussed. We're just coming to the end. Now, you put Bath. It was actually looking at the view, okay? So it was what we call a sea view. So a beachfront villa with a sea view. But again, yes, the number was near the Bath, so it wasn't wrong, okay? But the answer they were looking for was the sea view. And you put douche. April.
Isn't it an English word? I think
We
so.
don't say douche. Well, it is if you want to call somebody something rude. Yeah, okay. You will find it, but honestly, if you call somebody a douche, you're calling them an obnoxious person. Okay. Now you can use it as a verb. To spray or shower with water, it tends to be a bit intimate. Okay. When you use the word douche as a verb, it tends to be for intimate places. Okay. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. So it's a really difficult, it's a dangerous word to use. You're either telling somebody douchebag, it's really rude. It's a swear word, basically. Okay.
Oh,
But you would say shower, I would accept. Shower is fine. But really avoid that one. I did laugh when I read it. And what they were looking for was ensuite bathroom. Yeah, an ensuite. Remember when we did our hotel sessions? If the bathroom is private to the bedroom, it's ensuite. Okay. But yes, shower I would accept as well. Or bathroom. Bathroom's fine. Okay. So any questions? No? Okay. Well, remember, if you've got any questions, go to the vocabulary challenge. It's open for another week and you can ask about any specific questions. I can't share the picture with you, but this week, tomorrow, there will be a new vocabulary challenge. So if you want to take part in next week's session in voice as well, take part in the challenge. Come next week on time with a computer or a laptop and a good connection. That's what I will have to say. But thank you so much, April, for taking part, and well done with the challenge. Then, oh, just to say, there was a question at the beginning. Oh, hang on a second. From Muna. She said, can I use a dictionary? One N, Muna. Can I use a dictionary? Articles, don't forget the articles in English, or it's work about my own vocabulary. It's up to you. If you want to use a dictionary, it's a learning exercise. It's not a test. It's not an exam. So what you could do in the future, look at the picture, write down the numbers, fill in the words you know, okay, fill them in maybe black, and then the words you don't know that you look up in a dictionary, fill them in red. Okay, and that way you'll know the words you didn't know and you can review them. Go on to Google Images, and the words you didn't know, look them up so you get lots of different examples. Make sure you're on Safe Search because it's the internet. I always have Safe Search on and even then sometimes it's like, ooh la la, but Safe Search on. So when you do the challenge, start with the words you know and then fill in the words you don't know using the dictionary and highlight them somehow, maybe bold or a different color, so that you can look back on it and think, okay, yeah, I know those words now, and change them to black maybe. Okay, so as you learn the vocabulary and as you need to learn the vocabulary, help your brain, a bit of brain training. Okay.
I always use my dictionary, even if I know that, because I'm never sure for 100% if I write it correctly or not. So for double check, I always use my
Yeah,
dictionary.
that's absolutely fine. There are no, we're not doing any kind of rules here as such. We're not testing you. It's just meant to be for you to have fun with and also to learn from, not as a test though.
But sometimes, Lind, even if I know that picture, but I don't know the name, even in my own language, how can I find it in Google?
Well, Google does have picture recognition. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, how?
Oh yeah. Um, there's a Google app, picture recognition app. So image recognition, picture recognition, Google goggles, and I've never used it, but you can take the picture and you can use a Chrome app to do the research. Okay. Let me see if I can find you information about it. Here you go. Here's the link.
The whole picture you have to put in.
But you'd have to decide which parts you wanted to search for. You
Okay.
do that in editing. You know how to edit pictures, April. So there you are. That's how to web search for an image. I don't know how accurate it is. You might come back and tell me something's an elephant's bottom. I don't know, but try using the technology anyway.
The subtitle, maybe, like the subtitle technology.
But just give it a go. Make a guess. Engage your brain, though. That's the thing. It's about looking at something critically rather than, oh, that's a pretty picture. Where's the next one? Okay, it's to help build up your own brain's picture recognition software. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. We'll be in Kitely for our new book. We're starting a new book. Yay! And if you can't join us in Kitely, you can stream. You can watch it on the stream or on YouTube afterwards. We do record it if it works. Okay, sometimes these things go wrong, so I can't promise. But if it works, you can watch and join in that way. And I'll be starting a new thread on the forum for the book, and it won't be in the virtual world as section. Section. It will actually be in Chit Chat under books. Where's books? There you go. So it will be a new one here, and it will be announced. So you should be able to find it there. And you can, even if you can't join us for the session, you can read along with us. Follow the book in your own time. I'll give you the link to the Gutenberg version. And if you can join us, even better, because then you can be recorded and I can give you feedback on pronunciation, intonation, and general eloquence, I guess. Okay, take care then. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoyed the session. Bye. Bye, April.
Thank you, Lynn. Bye. Bye, everybody.